Hi Libra, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your June 16th to the 22nd, 2024 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously. It gets this channel seen by the YouTube algorithm, which gets it seen by more people. So thank you so very much. You guys are absolutely amazing. And just remember, the cards will tell you what you need to know, not what you want to know. Let's begin. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. So there's something with the crown chakra that comes forward, so just be aware of that. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. So we are crowned here, Libra, with the messenger of air. This is the Knight of Swords. This is us coming through as the White Knight, as the hero of our story. And that is absolutely brilliant. That is exactly the way we want to start off our week from the 16th to the 22nd. And so here there is power, there's tenacity, there's brilliance. There's also a sense of knowing our mind and knowing our words and knowing what we want. So that comes forward really, really nicely. It moves us then to the Empress, which is a fantastic follow through because knights protect queens and empresses, right? But there's a sense here of us, birthing forward our creativity into the world, into what we desire from our lives, for ourselves, how we open up the door for us. And there is just this beautiful, creative, passionate, determination that is leading us forward. So that is amazing. It brings us then to the Strength card reverse. So do be mindful during this time. This is Leo energy. So we can be having a difficult time with Leo energy. So if we have Leo in our chart, Leo in our life, that can be difficult. The time frame also of July 23rd to August 22nd might be a bit difficult as well. So do be aware of this. There is tenacity to us, but this can also be tyrant energy, right? This is might equals right. You will do what I say because I demand it. So just be aware that we can be dealing with that sort of energy. We can also have a really creative, really kind of like open, free growing, experience of life, like kind of like grow like wildflowers type of thing. Like that's how we want to live this week. And we're having opposition to it, which can be very stressful for us. So just be aware of that. It leads us then to the hangman. We're seeing things differently. And it's painful with the hangman because, hanging upside down by one foot is never going to be considered not painful. So it's looking at things differently. It's seeing ourselves differently. It's looking at what we desire from life. And it's also knowing that we're not meant to blend in. Libra, we're meant to stand out. And what's really quite shocking about this time, or really grabbing my attention, is that we have a court card that crowns us. And right now, 3 major arcana cards. This is a heavy hitting time. Even if the rest are minor arcana, this is still a heavy hitting time. Now we have the Ace of Cups. This is a gift card. This is God, source, spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing you a gift of healing, beautiful love, handing you a gift of emotional understanding. It's also going to be a time that's very emotional for us. So being aware of that and really understanding that within ourselves is going to be a very powerful thing, that our emotions can hit us. Our emotions can be overwhelming. Things can be intense. That's going to be important. And then we have the Page of Air. So the Page of Air is reverse. We are fighting being a student during this time. There's also something we need to connect with within our inner child in order to help us to move forward. So doing the inner child meditation, and we can do so right now, taking a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you, and visualizing yourself as the adult you are now, holding your arms open to the child that you once were, and letting that kid run into your arms and swooping them up in the biggest hug and saying, I love you. I'm here for you. I will always be here for you, and I will always listen to you. What part of our inner self feels, stifled, feels muted for one reason or another? And connecting with that energy to see how we need to move forward for us, that is going to be one of the most powerful things we do for ourselves during this time, because it's going to set the stage of freedom and tenacity and brilliance just leading us forward. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. I love it that it just popped right up. This is tranquility, embracing calm, embracing peace, embracing a tranquility of spirit is going to be a powerful thing for us and is going to be majorly important during this time. If we move forward, gently, carefully, lovingly, that will be one of the best things that we can do for ourselves. It moves us then to our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. This is visualization. This is the third eye chakra. And this is our knowledge, our insight opening up to us. It's saying embrace your third eye, embrace your kind of sixth sense type of deal, and see this deeper understanding moving you forward in a way that it's trust. It's trust. It's trust in your intuition. It's trust in your sensitivity. It's trust. And it's saying here, visualize what you want. And a lot of times we visualize what we want, but then also in the back of our mind, the fear to it comes forward. And it's like, what if you let yourself just purely visualize yourself being successful? Now, it might not be a mansion on top of a hill, driving a Rolls Royce type of successful, but let yourself visualize the success of your life that you dream for yourself, opening up the doors. And it could be that mansion on the hill success that you want. But even if you aim, for the moon and you catch a star, it's fantastic. So just being aware of this during this time is going to be really important, because sometimes we sit there and we say, well, I didn't get it right. Like, I didn't get what I visualized the first time. So obviously it doesn't work. And it can take years to get to the place that we have visualized ourselves being. So embracing visualization, embracing seeing ourselves moving forward in passion, in power, in tenacity, in beauty, in brilliance is going to be just one of the most powerful things that we can do for ourselves. And connecting with that third eye chakra is going to be spectacular for us. It moves us then to the energy to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. This is Sir Nunus. That is so funny because Sir Nunus has come up a bit, and especially in what readings were the Virgo reading. So if you're born on the cusp of Virgo, just be mindful that the Devil card comes up quite a bit. So check that out if you are curious. If you're not, that's awesome. This represents Capricorn energy, but the Devil is addictions. The devil's in the details of things, and we can find that there are actions to things, because this is like every action, be it, every action has a positive or negative reaction. And this is going to be a time that we're becoming very aware of this energy of this for us. And we're also going to be aware of the addictions that have held us back. So it can be the addictions that people automatically think of, but it can be also the addiction of self-doubt, of people pleasing, of, of timidity. So just being aware of this during this time is going to be very, very important. With the messenger of air, with the Knight of Swords, we are really embracing the role of being the hero of our story. And that is going to be so important. Allegorically, I always see the White Knight as, showing us to slay our dragons, to slay our fears, to cut through the poison of this world, to ascend the tower, right? To awaken the princess that's sleeping. I always think of this as Sleeping Beauty, to awaken the sleeping princess. But that is the sleeping part of our consciousness that has been subconscious and now needs to be awoken, brought to the forefront of our existence. It brings us to the Empress. It brings us to that awakened part of the sacred feminine aspect of ourselves. It doesn't matter how we identify ourselves. What matters is that we are embracing our prosperity, our creativity, our rebirth, our determination, our focus, our ability to create within this world. And we're taking the bull by the horns. We're saying, this is how I'm moving forward in my existence. And there's such a fierceness, there's such a focus to us during this time that it would be a shame not to utilize it. With the strength card reverse, we do have bullying energy coming around. It can be from our own subconscious. Don't you want to be like this? Shouldn't it be like that? It can be from outside forces. So just know it depends on where you are in your journey. That is going to be so important here. But it's walking in the strength of yourself. And it's saying that the strength doesn't have to be, fierce competitiveness or anger. It can be that silent, steady determination of the person who doesn't give up and of the person who changes their world. Kind of like the tortoise and the hare. The hare thinks, "Oh, I got this made. Like it's so easy. I got this." But the tortoise really had to work for it and wound up changing everybody's perception of them because of it. So just embracing that energy and knowing that it might not be easy. It most definitely isn't easy, but you are coming through tyrannical energy to really see yourself, and do not be tyrannical with yourself because it'll be easy to be. With the hangman here, you're looking at things different and it causes pain. It's like, why can't I just fit in with everybody else? Why can't I just be like everybody else? Because Libra, you were made to stand out instead of blending in. And you don't necessarily stand out like other people do. Other people are like, hello, I'm thinking Leo energy. Gotta love our Leos. But it's like, hello, I'm here. And, even Aries energy, fire sign energy has a tendency towards that, but Leos, most definitely. And, Libra, you're much more quiet about that, much more subtle about it all. But you see the world differently. And you're not meant to go with the flow of things. You're meant to really stand in your power, to find your path, to do things a bit differently, and absolutely embrace the power of you. With the Ace of Cups, this is healing, beautiful love. This is a sense of connection, healing, determination, focus, but it's also a sense of opening up our hearts in a way that that we didn't think we could. And it does bring with it a flood of emotion. So you may be more sensitive this week. Just be aware of this. You might feel things more intensely. You might, be questioning, how can I be on the right path if everything is so intense, if I'm so like self-conscious or like, doubting or feeling or being overwhelmed. And here with the Ace of Cups, it's like it's embracing your healing, beautiful love. And it's knowing that, yeah, it turns up the waters. It gets rid of all the stagnation within us. We start to heal our soul. We start to heal ourselves. We start to connect in ways that we hadn't imagined that we could. And this is going to be a time where, yes, we are more sensitive, but we're also more tuned in to the emotional wavelength of our world and ourselves, which is fantastic, if not scary at times. With the Page of Air, you have to make amends, and it's a have to. And I know have tos are harsh words to use, but there's a need and a have to, making amends with our inner child, connecting with our inner thoughts, with what we desire, with what we thought we would be to, in comparison to, who we are. And it's looking at ourselves in a way that we hadn't imagined we could and we didn't think was possible. And it's seeing ourselves for the first time for a lot of us. It's like really seeing ourselves and seeing our dreams and seeing what we desire and then opening up our hearts to that inner child. And it's also knowing that we can be really sharp-tongued with ourselves. We can really go for the weak parts of, the insecurities from the child that we once were. And the Empress is usually depicted as, a woman with a pregnant belly. And I think it's very interesting that we have the Empress and then ourselves as a child. And reverse, feeling like we need to mother ourselves right now. We need to take care of ourselves and nurture ourselves in a way that helps to move us forward and build us in confidence and in determination and in security of being. Our subconscious spirit message is divinity. It's connecting with however we see God, source, spirit, the universe, and it is aligning with that energy. It moves us then to our chakra energy, which is the heart chakra and play, which is one of my absolute favorites. The visualization and play, the third eye chakra and the heart chakra here. These are two of my favorite cards. And play is saying, embrace your heart, embrace your joy, let yourself laugh, let yourself have fun. It is time to play. It is time to embrace joy. And remember that human beings don't play unless we feel safe. So When was the last time you felt safe? Is a huge question to ask. It moves us then to our energy to be mindful of. And this is the Seven of Wands. This is feeling like we have so many battles to fight. And it's like, do you really? Do you need to fight all of them? What do you stand for? What do you need to stand for? What is the soul essence of you? And what is wasting your energy? And that's a really big question. And it moves us then to the Ten of Wands. Subconsciously, we're looking at everything that we're carrying and we're releasing. And as we release, we're starting to see what we're carrying for others, the hopes and the dreams that we're carrying for ourselves that we're too afraid to put into action. And we're going to start to see ourselves moving forward in our fire and in our passion. But we're also going to start to see ourselves turning from our faces pointed downward, looking at the dirt on our shoes, to looking upward at the wide expanse of the sky and the wide expanse of the world around us. It's like, wow, there's so much more here than I ever imagined. All right, Libra. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. And please note that this meditation and healing will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Libra. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.